Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Chairman's Awards Dinner, our 59th annual. My name is Manny Xidias. I am proud to be the chairman of the board. I have to talk to Holly. I still don't see a big photo of me up anywhere, but we're going to work on that for next year, for Jennifer. I want to congratulate our community leaders and honorees who are receiving awards tonight. I also want to thank our awards dinner committee and the Colonial Country Club for doing an outstanding job here tonight. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Holly, Mary, Cindy, and the committee worked very hard all year, and we appreciate it. We thank you. I would like to invite our great mayor, Mr. John McCormick, to come up and say a few words.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to start by thanking Manny Xidias and Holly Church Doyle and the entire Chamber of Commerce for a great relationship that we have in town. We are rocking and rolling in economic development, and it's so good to have a Chamber of Commerce right beside us. When people see the relationship the town has with the Chamber, they know this is a good town for business. That's because of Manny's leadership, Holly's leadership, Mary, and everybody else. Let's hear it for the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. We have a very town hall-centric group of honorees tonight. We have our council president, the longest-serving councilman, the great Greg Ficara. We have the first ward councilman, who one of these days is going to open up not just bagels, for crying out loud. I'm getting tired of going to Charlie's. I got to get some variety in my life. Sharon McAuliffe. The husband of our planning director, who's worked for the town for 35 years and has done a phenomenal job, Mortalewski. But let's hear it for Elroy Darden. Our fantastic library director, who has our library system second to none in the state of New Jersey, Monica Eppinger. And we also have one of our best developers who's doing the corner of Route 1 and Route 35. He's doing downtown Fords. He did Park Plaza in downtown Woodbridge, replaced Stern Towers. He's done all kinds of great work. We love him. He's going to keep doing work in Woodbridge. Bob Paulus and Wick Companies. And I don't mean to slight anybody else. I know we have Vicky and we have so many other people, but I just want to give special mention to the people who work for the great township of Woodbridge. So it's a pleasure to be here. I want to introduce the rest of our council who is here. We have Kyle Anderson. We have Debbie Meehan. We have former councilman Jimmy Carroll. We have Howie Bauer. And we have my best friend and 27-year partner in Woodbridge government, former councilwoman, current chief of staff, head of redevelopment, Carolyn Ehrlich. Let's hear for the Woodbridge Elks, who do so many great things for our township. And I wish we could stay, but we have another event. It's sort of silly season. 20 days from now, we're going to be, well, 20 days and 1 hour at 8 o'clock on November 7th. Hopefully, we'll be declaring victory. But in the meantime, we have to do things like have fundraisers and do all kinds of stuff. One of them is tonight at 7 o'clock. Somewhere else in town, so a few of us cannot stay because we have to do that. But hopefully we'll be as happy on November 7th as we are right now. So thank you, all of you, for coming out. Thank you for making Woodbridge the best place to do business in the state of New Jersey, which makes us the best town around. Thank you.
Another round for our great mayor. All right, I believe Speaker Craig Coughlin is also in the house. I had seen him somewhere. He had to go too? Okay, well, he was here, so we appreciate his time for being here. At this time, yes, thank you. I'd like to invite Jennifer De Jesus from Berkeley College. She is our chairwoman-elect who will be following me starting in January. She will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So Jennifer can come up.
I like you said chairwoman.
You are.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you again, everyone. We would now like to invite Deacon Vinny Brigandi from St. John Vianney to do the invocation. Is the deacon here? There he is. How you doing, sir? Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
I can't believe the mayor left before the prayer. Where'd he go?
Hold the door.
Where is he? Well, thank you for inviting me to give this invocation this evening. But before the invocation, I would like to say a few words about a bank account. And I'm sure as business owners, you probably know more about balancing the books than I do or payroll than I have ever done. But just for a moment, imagine you have a very special bank account that receives a deposit every day of $86,400. But here's the catch. That account carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening, that account loses the amount that you failed to use on that day. What would you do? I know what I would do. I'd probably spend some money in Woodbridge for you all to make your businesses go good, and I'd be money in my pocket my wife doesn't know about, right? But think about this. We all have a special bank account, and that bank account is time. Every morning, it credits you up with 86,400 seconds. Every night, it writes off as lost whatever we have failed, whatever time, whatever seconds we have failed to use wisely. It carries over no balance for the day. There's no overdraft allowed, and you can't borrow against yourself or use more time than you have. Each day, that account starts fresh. Every night, it destroys the unused time. And if you fail to use that day's deposit, it's your loss, and you can't appeal to get it back. Every day, we decide how to spend that time that has been given to us by God. Let us pray. Good and gracious God, we come before you seeking your blessing upon our community and all of us gathered here. We ask your blessing upon the work of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, its board members, its staff, volunteers, and its partners. We are thankful for the commitment of the people gathered here that help make Woodbridge the best town around. We pray that you would bless our town with success so that it may be a place where there is prosperity for all. Guide us as we further the aims of this Chamber of Commerce to promote healthy businesses, to improve our education system, to encourage the development of new leaders, and to advocate to our elected officials to seek prosperity and harmony of the place we call home. And tonight, Lord, we pray for peace. Peace in our world, the peace that passes all understanding. We thank you for this meal we're about to share and for those who prepared it. May we always be mindful of those who are hungry this evening and share with those in need. And we pray, Lord, that you would kindle within us the desire to use our 86,400 seconds to do your will and to promote the good in our lives and in our town. We ask this all through your holy name as we all say, Amen. Thank you.
Thank you again, Deacon. So I'd like to thank everyone again for being here tonight. It's also a little fun fact before we get our program started. Did you know that the third week of October is Support Your Local Chamber of Commerce Day? So yet another thank you to all of you for being here to support our chamber and our awards dinner. And a big round of applause to Holly Church-Doyle, who's our executive director, Mary Gable, our membership director, not only for tonight, but for having a record-breaking year and growing our chamber by over 80 new members, and we're only in October. That is 80 more members for all of us to network with, and some of them, or most of them, are here tonight. So please take advantage of meeting new people. That's the purpose of our organization. So an outstanding job on behalf of the Executive Board. We applaud you both, and thank you for making our chamber an exemplary organization. Happy Chamber of Commerce Day to all of you. And now to introduce our MC of the evening, Bernadette Solar from Middlesex Water Company, who is our awards dinner co-chair to begin the program. Bernadette. Absolutely.
Stuff is here.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right, how's everyone doing tonight? What a fantastic crowd. And we are super delighted to bring our Chairman's Awards to this beautiful new venue. Let's give the Colonia Country Club a big round of applause. So our committee has been working very hard to make this evening special for our honorees, as well as to make it a super networking event. Right off the bat, I would like to thank our platinum sponsors this evening. Let's give a big round of applause to WIC Companies, as well as Kitchen Expo. Let's give them a big round of applause. Now, I know with all the frenzy of the social activity happening in the lobby, it's pretty easy to pass through the silent auction as well as the chairman's raffle that's going on. I just want to bring your attention to those events. Feel free during the breaks to go back to the silent auction and to purchase your chairman's raffle. We have a 50-50 as well. And our silent auction will close promptly at 8:15, so keep that in the back of your mind. The other thing I want to remind all of you, and to please be respectful, to keep your phones on silent if that's possible, so you can give our full attention to all the honorees this evening. So tonight, along with some of the partnering organizations, we will be honoring some pretty special people and groups. The first two awards are through partnering organizations. We do not have videos for those honorees, but the first award is the Jack Cerullo Leader Award, and I'd like to invite Steve Jobin and the Cerullo sons, if they are here. Now, since we don't have videos, I'm going to read a little paragraph about each of the honorees, and I'm going to ask the honorees to remain seated until we get through the four honorees. So let me tell you a little bit about this Jack Cerullo Award. So the Jack Cerullo Award, the Jack Cerullo Leader Award, was established back in 2014 by the Raritan Bay Area YMCA in Perth Amboy to honor Jack's legacy. Jack was chairman of the YMCA board for over 25 years. He was an active Woodbridge Chamber member and a much beloved pillar of our community. Jack and his brothers spent their childhood around the Perth Amboy Y. The values of the Y aligned with his faith, and he was a strong advocate for the services and programs that nurtured the soul as well as connected the community. So while Jack did pass on 10 years ago, his legacy lives on, and tonight we present the award to a group of people who honorably preserve Jack's legacy by supporting his passion for kids and the community. So tonight, the recipients of the Jack Cerullo Civic Leader Award, and please remain seated, are Robert DePau, Edna Dorothy Carty-Daniel, Greg Ficara, and Alan Papp. So please remain seated. Let me tell you a little bit about them. So Bob DePau is an engineer and businessman by trade. He grew up around the Patterson Y. After moving to Perth Amboy to work at a local refinery, he was asked by Jack to bring his passion and business acumen to the board. So as a former president of the Y board, Bob worked diligently to restart the important work we do for homeless prevention support services and affordable housing initiatives. Edna Dorothy Carty-Daniel was recruited by the Y Board by Jack as a grassroots community leader, an educator, and counselor. Jack saw the need to diversify community voices, and Dorothy brought wisdom and expertise to guide the growth and development of early childhood education and after-school initiatives. So more recently, Dorothy provides strategy guidance for permanent supportive housing initiatives which support and aid the vulnerable populations. Greg Ficara, current president of the Woodbridge Town Council, was former director of the Perth Amboy Y before becoming a renowned athletic director and educator. Greg became chairman of the Y board after Jack's passing and has been an unwavering leader and guided it with a steady hand and strong shoulders to lead that organization. Greg's ability to cultivate relationships and focus on addressing community needs with common sense solutions has lifted the Y's capacity to serve future generations. Last but not least, Alan Papp, a local attorney and longtime Perth Amboy prosecutor, also knew Jack from childhood. Alan's admiration for Jack came full circle when he joined the Y board to serve alongside his lifelong friend. As chairman of the Y's Planning Committee, Alan has helped to establish a rooming house, 5 various housing sites for homeless families and survivors of domestic violence, and the Y Center for Support, Success, and Prosperity. Please put your hands together for these 4 individuals. Please come up to the stage to accept your award. Let's give them another round of applause. I'd like to invite Amy Krasinski to the board. Amy Krasinski, who is president of the Woodbridge Perth Amboy Rotary. Come on up, Amy. So let's talk a little bit about the Paul Harris Award. So the Paul Harris Award is an honor bestowed by the Rotary Club of Woodbridge Perth Amboy that's given to a deserving individual who has served his community, his or her community, through active involvement in humanitarian activities. The Rotary is pleased to present this award to Elroy Darden. Elroy, please stay seated so we can read your paragraph. So just to give you some background on Elroy, he was born in Greenville, North Carolina before moving to Newark, my hometown, and as a young man knew that a world of opportunity beckoned beyond the housing projects in Newark. Elroy was identified early on as a bright, promising, and gifted student by Links Incorporated, which was a group of professional educators that mentored young urban students. As part of that program, he learned a lot about different things, about business, about culture, about fine dining. He even dined at the Waldorf Astoria as a youth in New York City. He considered himself blessed, being raised by a strong, single-parent dad who instilled in him values of a strong work ethic and taught him the values of responsibility and independence. Elroy is a retired First Sergeant, U.S. Army Reserves, and served in Operation Desert Storm, the Shield Gulf War. He also served as councilman and council president in Roselle, even filling in as mayor at times. He was also involved in education, having served as PTA president on the Roselle Board of Education. While semi-retired, Elroy enjoys spending time with his 10 grandchildren and giving back to his community through the Rotary, the Knights of Columbus, the Veteran of Foreign Wars, VFW, and the American Legion. But most of all, he loves spending time with his beautiful wife, Marta, and thanks her for her awesome support and partnership. Elroy, come on up and accept your award. Let's give him a big round of applause. Where's our photographer? You guys get on that side. Congratulations. All right, fantastic. Thank you, Elroy. What was that? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, tonight is a night of accomplishment and achievement, so we have a fantastic room, and thank you everyone for being in your seats this evening. All right, so we're going to keep the program moving, and for these individuals, we do have videos. So let's talk a little bit about the next award, the Nancy Drum. And who doesn't remember Nancy Drum? God bless her. So the Nancy Drum Community Spirit Award is given to an individual who continues to work towards helping others and building a more dedicated and spirited community. Because if anything is a characteristic, what's the characteristic of Nancy is her true community spirit. So we are pleased to present the award this evening to Vicki Weber on behalf of the Woodbridge Elks, and Vicki works for Kitchen Expo. Let's watch the video.
My name is Vicki Weber. I am the Vice President of Kitchen Expo. The Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks is an organization that raises money for special needs children and veterans. To me, it's been a very important part of my life. I have two grandfathers that were Elks. My father is currently an Elk, as is my daughter. So we have 4 generations of Elks. I've been involved in the Elks organization since birth through my father and became a member 10 years ago. Charity work that we do within the community is just tremendous. And I love having like-minded people around me that have the same mission. That's what has really drawn me to the Elks and allowed me to do so much fundraising in the community. The Motorcycle Committee has consistently looked for things happening within the community that we could get involved in. Sometimes people come to us directly, but other times we just see the need to get involved. We've been involved, our motorcycle bike nights, where we raise money for local families. Sometimes there are families fighting cancer. Sometimes we had last year a family that lost their home due to a fire, and we all raised money and brought gift cards and things that the family needed to the bike night. Just recently, one of our biggest fundraising events circled around a local family, Gloria and Stephen. Stephen is an adult special needs, and Gloria and Stephen are a staple in town. They go to all of the concerts, all of our events. They're always supporting everything that we're doing. And little did we know that they needed help themselves. I was in Asbury Park and I met Gloria and Stephen, and I was able to witness Gloria trying to remove her son from the vehicle and get him into a wheelchair. How difficult that was, and I asked her why she didn't have a vehicle that would do something like that, and she said it's hard to get that, especially as the children get older. So we immediately decided to have a fundraiser for her. This great town of ours, Woodbridge Township, is just amazing. The businesses always get involved. In that first fundraiser, we were able to raise $20,000 in one night. Businesses donated gift cards and services for our Tricky Tray, or just checks. And that's how our fundraising began. And within a month and a half, we did a super 50-50, where we raised $40,000 altogether, $20,000 for the family. $20,000 would have went to the winner, but when we pulled out that number live on Facebook, the ticket said, please donate back to Gloria. And then the township, through just all different people, we raised another $10,000. So $70,000 was raised in a month and a half. And we were able to purchase a brand new vehicle for Gloria and Stephen, and we had it equipped with an Evo lift that allows the chair to come down and easily transfer Stephen into a wheelchair for his mom. So those are the amazing things that I say. It almost seems impossible to raise $70,000 in a month and a half, but that's where I say that God puts all of the right people in place, and every corner you turn, there's somebody there to help, and the impossible becomes very possible. There's so many people I would love to acknowledge and recognize. First and foremost is God. Without him, I always say all of the things that we've done, God paves the way. He puts the right people in the place and the right places for us to get done what we need to do. My family and friends, especially my 2 children, Samantha and Tyler, they go through a whole lot while I'm out there running around doing everything that we do. I, of course, would love to thank the Chamber of Commerce for acknowledging this and giving me this award. I'm very grateful. Especially the Elks Lodge, the Motorcycle Committee, my brothers and sisters of the Motorcycle Committee, and the committees throughout the state who always get involved. And I'd like to thank my grandmother for planting the seed and for Nancy for paving the way.
What a fantastic community champion. Vicki, come on up to accept your award. Let's hear it for Vicki. All right, we're going to move right along with the program. So the next award is the Business Education Partnership Champion. Now this award is given to highlight the unique partnerships that exist between local organizations and our schools here in Woodbridge. So tonight's honoree, and we ask her to remain seated until we watch the video. Tonight's honoree is none other than Monica Eppinger, who is the library director for the Woodbridge Library. Let's watch the video.
My name is Monica Eppinger, and I've served Woodbridge Township as library director for 7 years. Woodbridge Public Library has been a place for children to learn to love reading. Teenagers have learned to study. Students have learned to pass tests and study. People have come to a reference desk where they can get tax forms, whatever they need to carry on with their lives. And we've offered lots of programs there for the past 60 years. It's been a very good library. The library right now offers monthly meetups for people who are working on their businesses with Alignable Middlesex County Alignable Alliance, and that's with Shomo Ganguly. He works with us on those. We offer Microsoft Word skills, Microsoft Office skills, Word, Excel, Publisher. We plan to teach a Canva class. We offer a QuickBooks class, and that one's always full. We've partnered with SCORE to run a workshop for people who have a business, and we plan to do many more. Right now, we're getting ready to launch a program to offer library cards to chamber members, and we'll be sending out information on the online resources we have for everyday information and all kinds of databases that you can do research for your business by using your library card. Our partnership goes back probably further, but for me, it was 2016. Two of the chamber members were on our committee to form a strategic plan. And one of them was Amy Bellasano, and she encouraged us to open a pop-up library at Woodbridge Center Mall. And I found out what a lot of skills and talents we have in our staff when we brought everything to the library to open up a pop-up library for about a month at the mall. It was such a successful effort. We did it a second time, and now we have a regular presence at the mall. We have a little free library where we publicize library programs as well as make sure that books continue to circulate in the community. The work we did with the pop-up library transferred to programs we offer and participation in township events where we can bring out libraries and go to where people are and bring those resources to people are. And the people on the staff have risen to the occasion. They do a great job going out into the community to connect us with the community. I'd like to thank the Township of Woodbridge for the support to offer the library services we're able to provide, both with a wonderful staff and the library board that have been selected to serve the public and the community. I'd like to thank my family for the support I've had to serve in the position. And again, I'd like to thank the Chamber for being such a great partner and giving us the opportunities we've had to make sure we make a connection with the community.
Let's hear it for Monica. Come on up. Where is Monica? There she comes. Fantastic. I understand Holly would like to say a few words, so I'm going to call Holly up to the podium, so please give her your full attention.
Good evening, everybody. So those of you that don't know me, my name is Holly Church Doyle, and I am the... That's all I had to say? Wow. Okay, bye, good night. I am the executive director for the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. So me coming up here was unplanned, but I really and truly want to thank Mary Gable, our membership director, who honestly, over the past year has been an amazing support in what we're doing every day. Yes, I'm the executive director and Mary is the membership director, but it truly is a partnership in what we do every day. And Manny had mentioned that we have over 80 new members in 2023 so far. That's really a testament to Mary's hard work and building those connections with everybody. So Mary, wherever you are, I know now she's probably hiding. There she is. Thank you. Thank you for being my partner every day. And also I want to give a special thank you to Cindy Gagliano. I know I saw her, there she is. So Cindy was our administrative assistant for many, many years at the Chamber of Commerce and has decided to retire, her second retirement, right, Cindy? And really enjoy her life. So well-deserved. And Cindy, thank you for all your years of service to the Chamber of Commerce. And honestly, thank you everybody for coming. There's so many old friends, and when I say old, I don't mean old in years. I mean old in tenure in this room, and so many new friends. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming. Thank you for your support of the Chamber of Commerce. It's because of everybody in this room that the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce is as strong as it is. So thank you. Enjoy your evening. Please buy 50/50s. Chairman's raffle, silent auction. But thank you and enjoy your evening.
That Holly, she is a fireball. Isn't she a fantastic leader? So listen, since tonight is a night of sort of impromptu speeches, I'm going to use this opportunity to give a little heartfelt impromptu speech myself. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge a special person that's in the crowd this evening. Middlesex Water Company has served this area for over 126 years, and for the past 17 years, our company has seen significant growth, completed several acquisitions, and embarked on the largest capital improvement campaign in the company's history. This would not be possible without the leadership of our current chairman, president, and CEO, Dennis Dahl, who's sitting at table number 6 right there. So, Dennis, who was recognized as the Chamber's 2015 Citizen of the Year, he has announced his retirement at the end of this year. So on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce and the company, we want to thank him for his incredible record of service to the utilities industry, as well as his involvement in local organizations like Raritan Bay Medical Center, CASA of Middlesex County. So thank you, Dennis, and thank you for your support of our involvement in the Woodbridge Chamber. So please join in thanking our gold sponsor this evening. So put your hands together. I believe this is this front table here. Let's get our hands together for Northfield Bank, tonight's gold sponsor. And who's here in the house from Dave & Buster and Willen's, Goldman and Spitzer? Because there are silver sponsors. Let's give them a big round of applause. So as Holly said, we're going to give you a little break now. It's a time to network. It's time to go out to the silent auction and beat out the person whose name is on there right now. So we've got chairman's raffles, and the gifts are very, very cool. We got iPods, we got earpads, we got a bar out there. We've got an outdoor entertainment center. So please feel free. And we also are selling 50/50s. Who's selling 50/50s here? Holly? There we go. The gentleman in the back there, he's selling 50/50s. So let's take a few minutes, regroup, get to know your neighbor, and help support the chamber. We'll be back in a few. Thank you. All right, so the Humanitarian and Community Service Award. This award honors a person or an organization whose contributions reflect the selflessness, and deep love of community with a passion for social reform and promoting human welfare. Tonight's winner is Greenway Family Success Center. Let's look at the video.
My name is Christina Armstrong, and I am the site director for Greenway Family Success Center. I've been with the organization for about 5 years, and I'm also speaking on behalf of the two other team members there, Stephanie Tencio, our family partner, and Zaria Rawls, who is our volunteer and community partnership coordinator. We serve anyone and everyone. Our main focus is Woodbridge Township because there are family success centers like us around the state, but our doors are open to everyone. And our mission and vision is something that we're very proud of because the work we do is really to help families build up their relationships. So we offer a lot of free recreational activities where families can come together and have fun together and really build up their bonds. So some examples are we do a lot of crafts. Painting has always been a big hit. So instead of going to a studio, sometimes people can come to us for all ages, and it's really fun. We also do a lot of cultural celebrations, so we'll do dinner and we'll present about different cultural holidays or different events. And we do educational workshops too, anything from how to build a budget to how children can learn about finances from the very beginning. We've done coding workshops, all sorts of different things to help people build up skills and learn a lot of basic fundamentals so they can really build up their knowledge and skills. And then the other side of what we do is we help people connect to resources in the community, a lot of other nonprofit organizations and things that are available. And we found that that really helps them to have the most stable, healthy home life, whether it's learning about rental assistance, finding out about how they can get support on their utilities or health needs and things like that. For us, it's a tremendous honor because we love the work we do. And it's really humbling to be thought of as an organization that's making a difference. And I think it's really a tribute to the different people and organizations that come together for the work we do, because so much of our work involves family members, it involves businesses. So for us to be able to accept this is really a big honor. One of the things we say a lot is that we put a lot of prayer into what we do. So we'd love to thank God first. The township has also been a huge help to us. The mayor, his chief of staff, Carolyn Ehrlich, and the town council have been really big supporters of ours. And the communications department has really helped us in getting the word out about our programs. So we're very thankful for them. And we definitely can't forget our parent leaders. They come together often to give us ideas and to volunteer at our events. And like I mentioned, a lot of organizations come together to be involved in what we do, whether they're volunteering or donating or spreading the word about our work. So we'd love to thank them. And we have to thank to our organization, which is Prevention Links. They're a fabulous nonprofit that oversees the work we do. And the CEO, our chief people officer, our COO, and our division director have all really believed in us, and they give us guidance all the time about our work. And the Department of Children and Families at the state level, they provide our funding, and they have given us such a great vision for what community can be.
Put your hands together for Greenway Family Success Center. Come on up to accept your award. Come on this side.
We'll go right back. Congratulations.
Thank you. He's going to take
Big photo over there. Vern? Ladies.
All right, fantastic. Congratulations. And listen, if everyone, on your tables, you have this beautiful journal. I want you to take a good look at it and make sure you take a look through all the pages because we have some tremendous support in this journal. And it's handy dandy because it's got a very practical calendar inside that you can use not only tonight, but for the entire year to come. So be sure to take this home and make sure you support the people who are in that. And can I have everyone just bring it down a little bit so we can actually give and focus on the honorees to give them the respect they deserve. So we're going to go on to a next award now. This is the Small Business Person of the Year. So this recognizes entrepreneurial spirit, vision, innovation, and the drive that's needed to operate a successful small business. Tonight's honoree is none other than Jennifer Wilner from Seeds Digital Marketing. Let's look at the video.
I'm Jennifer Wilner. I am the creator, founder, and Chief Creativity Officer of my company, Seeds Digital Marketing. Seeds Digital started after a couple businesses, so I'll take you a little bit further back in time to my first company was Canine Confections. And that business started from wanting to make a difference for our sweet boxer, Duchess, who had some food allergies. So through my years of building that brand and the sweat equity that it takes to bake and promote and learn social media and sell the products at street fairs and farmers markets and things of that nature, I then took that, I'm going to say angle, that edge, I took that edge of skills that I learned and created what was then a virtual assistant business. So I started that business. I started working with small business owners and entrepreneurs to help them free up the time that they so desperately needed in their business. Fast forward, I moved from becoming a virtual assistant to what's called a digital marketing agency. And my previous virtual assistant business changed the name through some rebranding, and my love for plants and the earth, and as you now know us as Seeds Digital Marketing. I have loved partnering with the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce through being invited to be a speaker at their BORC, or Business Owner Resource Center. I've given a couple conversations where talking about LinkedIn and social media, etc. I've also had the privilege to host my sessions. Working with the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce has had a great impact on my business. I think it's very important to listen and to ask questions. So if someone who is considering starting their first business or their second or their third, ask the questions that you have. Ask everybody until you find the people who you feel the most comfortable are giving you the guidance that you feel best with. So ask questions and do a lot of listening. And be tenacious. Never give up. Help other business owners. And when you feel like you've gotten to that space in your business where you can help somebody else, turn around, extend your hand, whether that's physically, on a phone call, whatever that looks like, and help somebody else climb the ladder. Help somebody else climb the ladder to business, to be a successful business person. I would really like to acknowledge and thank my amazing husband, Jonathan, who's also a small business owner. As business owner, he has given me so much guidance and support over the years. As my husband, of course, his love and support. There was a time where I was spending quite a bit of money investing in buying dog biscuits, and that has morphed into other things now. My father was, I have to say, my very first business coach and mentor. He taught me things about business I would never have known and probably would not have started Canine Confections, which then also gave me the energy and passion to start Business Connects, which is my networking organization that I started as well. I'd also like to thank so many of my friends and Business Connects community and clients. I understand I had a lot of nominations and I don't know who you are, but thank you all so much.
Put your hands together for Jennifer Wilner, please. Great story and great example of entrepreneurial spirit there. So now we're going to acknowledge Member of the Year. And this award acknowledges a chamber member whose efforts have significantly raised the chamber's ability to operate seamlessly and successfully. And tonight we are honoring Richard Trevidi from Horizon BPO. Let's look at the video.
My name is Rich Trevedi. I am the owner and operator for Horizon BPO. I was initially born in India and came to the US around 1981, 83. I was about 9 years old. Of course, I grew up in New York, so I grew up in the Bronx. Started off from India to Bronx was a huge change. From Bronx, I did go over to Staten Island, and I practically grew up in Staten Island after that. So, majority of my life, I've been in New York. Then I met a Jersey girl, and that's how I ended up in Jersey, because no matter how tough you're in New York, Jersey girl always wins. So initially I started, I was working for an accountant in Manhattan, and my passion was always computers. So I'm going back to the Commodore days, Atari days. I'm sure many of you know Commodore, a few guys that are around the same age. So I used to break into games, have fun, and put my name into the games and stuff. So I've always had passion for computers. And thank God one day my CPA firm's computer broke down. At that time there was no internet, but I had the challenge of fixing it. So I took the computer apart, I fixed it, I really enjoyed it. So it was really a life-changing experience for me, because at that point I figured out, okay, I do want to be in the computer field. So since then, slowly I started a company on the side for IT stuff. So it was just computer repairs. I started doing the computer work. So I started my journey on the IT industry. Started with computer repairs, then I got into computer training, and then slowly, of course, now the hot topic is managed service provider. So slowly I moved my business over to managed service provider. I did the IT network infrastructure security for probably about 25 years and grew the company. I did go through a couple of partners. It was tough having partners. If you don't have the right partner, it's not easy. So I decided I have a partner at home. My profit-sharing partner is my wife. So if I need a partner that's not going to work, I'd rather take my wife. I grew that company by myself, of course, with my wife's help. On the side, I started also getting involved in real estate, which I thought was really cool. And I got into that as well about 15 years ago. So I built a real estate portfolio, and I started growing my IT firm at the same time. My wife started handling the real estate side, so it made it a lot easier for me to focus on IT. And I grew the company to a point where, like, okay, now it's time to just relax, enjoy the kids, help kids grow up, and start building their education and their future. So I sold my company. We got acquired by another firm, and then I stayed with them for 3 years, transitioned all my relationships to them, and I started a new firm because I knew the small businesses they had a tough time with staffing, with employees. So initially, I was actually a member of Manhattan Chamber of Commerce, Staten Island Chamber of Commerce, Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, even Middlesex Chamber of Commerce. And initially, just like any other small businesses, I joined the chamber to help myself, help the networking aspect of grow my company. But I realized after several years that, hey, that's not the reason of chamber. Chamber's more like a family and a lot of small businesses. So if you are just trying to grow and trying to get clients, that's going to be hard. But I noticed that they're more of a family to help share knowledge, to have connections to other companies. The events are just awesome. Now I come with a totally different mindset to come and just meet the family members and just share what I've learned over the 30 years of being in business. There are many companies that are starting off fresh and they haven't really failed yet in a lot of the different aspects of the company. So I try to educate them. I try to explain to them, okay, what I feel, where I feel, what they should do, especially if you're in IT, how you can grow, what's important to make sure your company can be an acquisition candidate in the future. So a lot of these things I learned the hard way, and I was trying to prepare my company before I got acquired. I had to clean a lot of things up to make it more profitable. So now I can educate these smaller firms, and when I do go to computer shows, I try to help people that just started in the business, opening a company, tell them exactly what they should do and how they can streamline their business. Of course, without my wife's support, wouldn't be possible. Even my kids, great kids, well-behaved, they help me in the business too from time to time. So without family, I couldn't have done anything. But overall, my clients have been like my family members. I've known many of my clients from IT business. I knew them when they first started. So they have become my family members. Even when I had to personally tell them as I was leaving because I was worried how they would feel. And I made sure every one of my clients that were with me for such a long time said, look, anything happens with this new firm, I'm always going to be there. Whether I'm in IT or not, I do have enough resources to help you guys out in case there's a problem. So it's not just the client-vendor relationship. It was more like a family relationship. So a lot of my clients even brought me new clients. So they've referred me many times. So I think the clients are also a big portion of it, along with my local Kiwanis groups and Chamber of Commerce.
All right, let's hear it for Richard Trividi. Congratulations very much. Congratulations. Come on inside. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I just want to give everyone a heads up that the silent auction is closing in 5 minutes. The silent auction is closing in 5 minutes. And at this point, I would like to acknowledge our bronze sponsors for this evening. Put your hands together for Craig's Plumbing and Heating. Let's give them a round of applause. For Middlesex Water, also a bronze sponsor. And then for Wegmans, let's put our hands together for the 3 bronze sponsors. Oh, and Bayshore. Yes, let's put our hands together for Bayshore. Absolutely, Bayshore Recycling. And also, I just want to remind you that the chairman's raffle is still going on. Last time we touched base, we said the 50-50 was up over, what did I say, $800? It's probably way higher than that now. And then the chairman's raffle, where we have some really cool items, and the silent auction is now closing probably in about 4 minutes. So if you're watching your item closely, beat out the person whose name was there before yours. And let's put our hands together. Let's not forget to thank the person who took care of the parking and the valet sponsorship, none other than the gentleman right here at this table. It is Bob Durso of Remax Select. Let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, the food's coming out, so let's relax, network with your table, meet everyone at your table you may have not spoken to yet, or the table next to you, and enjoy a few minutes of quiet. All right, we're getting ready to move on to our next award. Let's keep it down, folks. Okay, so here we are, the Corporate Citizen of the Year. This award, it's a very special award. It acknowledges a company for its contributions and its positive impact that helps to build not only stronger but more sustainable communities. Tonight, we are delighted to present the award to none other than the WIC companies. The WIC companies. Let's watch the video.
I'm Bob Paulus, and I'm from WIC Companies here in Woodbridge. Company's been in business for 70 years. It's really a family business. Actually, we started in Ford's Woodbridge. In fact, my entire business career has been here in Woodbridge. My two sons, Dan and Tim, who work at WIC and work with me, they have been in Woodbridge since their birth here, and they grew up here in Woodbridge in the Ford section, and so they then grew into the company, and that's the background of our company. You know, we're a diversified real estate company. We have built single-family homes, apartments, condominiums, commercial developments ranging from shopping centers, WIC Shopping Plaza here in Edison, Town Mall here in Edison. We have office buildings. Our main headquarters were originally in Ford's, and then we moved them up to our WIC Corporate Center on Woodbridge Center Drive. And we're doing other office buildings, WIC Plaza 1. So it's diversified, and we've grown over the years quite a bit. We then ventured into industrial warehouses in New Brunswick and Edison and throughout the central Jersey. Did a lot of that warehousing, about 1.5 million square feet. We like to delve into other parts of real estate. We have a communication tower, 500-foot communication tower with major cell carriers, governmental carriers. We have a waste transfer station. We also have billboards throughout central Jersey and part of the state. So that makes the business fun, is in order to diversify, do different things. And that's a little bit of the background of our company. Woodbridge Township, yeah, like I said, we've been in Ford's for a long time, and we've been in Woodbridge for forever. Initially, our activity in Woodbridge was we would build a building, maintain the building, be a good citizen and a good neighbor in Woodbridge Township. Kind of passive investment in Woodbridge. My boys grew up, so we were involved in that aspect of Woodbridge. But dealing with the Woodbridge Township as a whole on the governmental level and the redevelopment level, that's changed drastically in the last 4 to 5 years as we got involved in the vision of the revitalizing downtown Woodbridge. And so as we got more and more interested in that, and I think Woodbridge got interested in us also, we started to get involved with the redevelopment agency, Woodbridge Township Redevelopment Agency, which led us to become a redeveloper for one of their projects here in downtown Woodbridge, which involved the old Stearns Tower, which was the senior citizen building right on Brook Street. And the vision there was by the mayor and Carolyn Ehrlich, was to replace that aging tower and get new senior housing for the residents, move them over into a brand new low-rise complex that we acted as the general contractor, building the product for Woodbridge Township. When we were completed with that, then we went on to build 146 brand new residential units on Brook Street that we call the Park at Woodbridge Station, which is a great location in downtown Woodbridge and has contributed to the infrastructure and also bringing new housing in downtown Woodbridge, which will then shop in the various stores that are starting to pop up all over. We're going to do a new project where we're going to act as a general contractor to build new senior housing for the Olson Tower replacement. And when we complete that, then we're going to go on to build another 113 residential units. And that will really be a great impact for Ford section. And That means that we have to work with the township, the mayor, the planning board, the mayor and council, and so it's so involved and yet so invigorating to be more involved in the fabric of the community. And that's what we like, and that's what I enjoy so much. And my sons really are part of that on every level. My son, Tim, really handles the business and the actual legal matters. My son, Dan, is very knowledgeable in construction. And we all work together as a team. Oh, let me start the list. Yeah, look, I've been in the business for now since I started in 1974. So I've had a lot of support, along the way. And, the family, as I said, this is a family business. That's the backbone. My sons, Dan and Tim. The family business is made up of the entire family, and they've supported me along the lines, and been there all the way. And then, of course, there's, our team of employees that are extremely important, that really have built WIC. It's not a single person, not a family alone. It's an extended family of our employees. I have employees that have been with us and worked with us 45 years, 30. I got every increment down to 20 and 10s and 5s. So, that kind of relationship, team, loyalty, longevity, continuity is very important with the employees. On a local and governmental level, working with the Woodbridge Township Redevelopment Agency and working with the mayor, the council, the planning board, they have all been part of this process that we've been fortunate enough to be involved in as redevelopers. And of course, I really want to thank them for that opportunity. The other thing too is I really want to give thanks to my own tenants, okay? Because what we produce is just brick and mortar, but the tenants that move in, yeah, they're the economic engine, but they're also a relationship that's important to us. Those are important parts of WIC's growth and WIC's stability. And then the other thing is that everybody, our neighbors, our residents of Woodbridge, they're all part of it, and we're happy to hopefully be contributing very positive things, both in the development of downtown, revitalization of downtown Woodbridge, and throughout Woodbridge Township as a whole, and Middlesex County, where we've based our development since the early 70s and 60s.
Put your hands together for Bob Paulus and the WIC Companies, our Corporate Citizen of the Year. Congratulations.
All right.
A great example of movers and shakers and true corporate citizens. Uh-oh, Anne-Marie wants a picture.
Oh, I gotta go back.
Sorry, so sorry. Let's give a big round of applause once again. They're movers and shakers. They're helping Woodbridge grow. The WIC Companies. I've been told that the 50-50 is up to $980 to the winner. $980 to the winner. We're still selling tickets. We want to push it up to over $1,000. So wave your hand in the back. She still has 50-50s. Okay. So now, what are we waiting for? Can we have everyone calm down a little bit and lower the volume here? Our last award for the evening. Our last award. This award is given to an individual really for their outstanding contributions to the community at large. And who is our 2023 Citizen of the Year? but none other than Sharon McAuliffe. Put your hands together for Sharon. And Sharon also is the co-chair of this evening's event. Sharon. All right. Sharon, take a seat. Take a seat. Let's watch the video.
Hi, my name is Sharon McAuliffe, and I am the owner of Not Just Bagels. I'm also the first ward councilwoman for the Township of Woodbridge, serving Woodbridge proper and Seawarren. My roots run very deep in the Township of Woodbridge. I was born and raised here. My grandfather was an employee for the township for over 25 years. My grandmother worked as a cafeteria schoolwoman and also was involved in the Port Reading Fire Department and the auxiliary. My mom was a silver sneakers instructor for the township for many years, and my father has been a volunteer firefighter for 50 years for the Township of Woodbridge. Now, I have supported the town of Woodbridge with being a councilwoman and all I've given back to through Not Just Bagels. Now I'm passing that legacy on to my daughter, who is now a paraprofessional for the Woodbridge Township School District, and my son is very much involved with Not Just Bagels and also served on the Environmental Commission's committee for the township. So as you can see, our family is very involved and we care about giving back to the Township of Woodbridge. Yes, as the owner of Not Just Bagels, my philosophy is always to give back to the community. We felt that it was very important to be involved in organizations that supported the town. Team sports, such as the Broncos, also any kind of athletic things through the township. We also volunteered our time with the races that they had in town, and we also support the food pantry with donations that we can have with any of our leftovers that we have at Not Just Bagels. It's extremely important to give back to the community because when you give back to the community supports you also. As a council person, I feel that it's really important to support your other council members and get involved with all the things that they're working on also. I am also involved in multiple organizations such as the American Irish Association. I'm a member of the Rotary. I'm a member of the Elks. And most recently, I sit on the board for the St. James Student Advisory Board. I feel like all these organizations are important to get involved in because they believe in the same philosophy that I have to give back to the community. And it's important that we all work together to make Woodbridge a place for people that can feel safe to come to and live and shop and enjoy everything. With the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, when I was back in about 2011, when Anne-Marie Almacy called me and told me that I was going to be awarded the Small Business Owner of the Year for my commitment to the town, I really became involved in the chamber. Furthermore, when Nancy Drum became the membership director, she brought me in and said that I needed to get involved in this organization more. With the personality that I had, along with her personality, we were going to be able to make the chamber better than it already was. So she got me on the committee for the women's leadership, the golf committee, and the After Hours Committee, which is a great organization that helps us do things to make meet and greets for new members and current members. And I'm also the co-chair for this actual event that we're at tonight, the Chairman's Awards Dinner. So being involved in all of the things with the chamber really has made me involved in the community more, and it's a great marriage with being the councilwoman and being on the Special Improvement District Board, that we can work together to make the chamber a more successful organization than it already is. First of all, I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for the Citizen of the Year Award. It's a humbling experience, and I'm so honored that I don't even have the words to say it. I would like to thank, of course, my mom and dad for molding me into the person that I am today. I'd like to thank the rest of my family, my brother, my daughter, my son, for always being there and supporting me through everything that I've had to do to get to where I am today, and to help and keep me successful for the future to come. I'd like to thank John Mitch and the council for always being there and supporting me as a councilwoman. And I'd like to thank the mayor and Carolyn Ehrlich for believing in me, not only as a businesswoman for Not Just Bagels, but as a councilwoman who supports the Township of Woodbridge. And lastly, I'd like to congratulate all the other honorees for their awards that they received tonight. Everyone is well deserving of every single award. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, put your hands together for Sharon McAuliffe, our friend, our dinner chair, one of the busiest women we know, and our 2023 Citizen of the Year. Come on up. You go, girl.
Well deserved.
Yes, Sharon. Sharon was really the feet on the ground for this awards dinner. So congratulations once again to Sharon for this great honor. And can we have everyone who served on the committee to please stand? Everyone who served on the Chairman's Awards Committee? They're probably busy working the silent auction. But let's give everyone of the committee a big round of applause. I believe I've been told to announce its last call for the Chairman's raffle. Last call for the Chairman's raffle. And that the winning sheets for the silent auction are actually on their way to your tables right now. So the winning sheets of who the final winning bidders are should arrive at your tables shortly. And you can pay for the silent auction, because that's part of the deal. You can pay for that after the 50-50 and the raffle drawings are announced. So relax, sit back. We're bringing out coffee and dessert, and we will come back in a few minutes. Enjoy networking.
All right, so again, everyone, we're wrapping up our evening. I did want to say thank you again to everybody for being here. Congratulations to all of our winners. Oh, Mr. Coughlin's here. Craig Coughlin's here, Speaker of for the state. Welcome. And Mrs. Coughlin has been here the whole evening. I didn't know, so I apologize, but they've been on a spree of touring for all kinds of events tonight. So thanks for being here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I know, I can feel the excitement. Just what everyone was saying. God, I hope an Irish politician shows up just before they call it 50-50 and we can go. I was here before, again, I had to run off to another event, but I came home because that's what Woodbridge is. It's home. It's the best place around. So thank you to the Chamber for all that you do. Congratulations to all the honorees for the well-deserved awards. You all make a difference in this incredibly terrific community we all get to call home. Woodbridge is really, truly a special place, and that's because of the people in this room. So I'm privileged to be with you and have the opportunity to represent you. I hope everybody had a great night. I hope you continue to have fun, because we have a reputation in Woodbridge for being a fun place to live. Now, New Jersey was just ranked the second most fun state to live in, on top of the other things that we're first in. By the way, I'll give you a list. If you have 2 minutes, I tell you, we have the best public education system in the country. We are the safest state in the nation to live in. We have the highest median income of any state in the country, and we have now moved up 29 places. And this is important to the people in this room. We moved up 29 places in the last CNBC survey, taking our as a place to grow and have a business. We're up to number 19. Now, we don't want to be 19, but think of, if you're a Rutgers fan, think of how good you'd feel if you were ranked 19. And all on top of being the ranked first of the best place to raise a child. So we've got an awful lot of good things going. Now, we can work on that number 2 ranking for having fun. You can do it starting as soon as I shut the hell up. and we can work on moving up in the business climate. But the truth is, and I'm going to challenge everybody here who's in business, for a long time, New Jersey had a reputation for not being a great place for business, and we're still working on it. It's still a work in progress, but we've moved the ball forward in many ways. So be a champion for that. Be a cheerleader for New Jersey. Bring in people to come to New Jersey. We passed, 2 years ago, we passed a $15 billion package to incentivize businesses to come and businesses to stay in New Jersey. Take advantage of it, bring your friends, and let's tell everybody what a great place New Jersey is. And let's make sure that Woodbridge leads the way in moving that #2 ranking on the most fun place to be to #1, because that's where we are. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. All right. We're going to be wrapping up. Like I said, we do have a few events that I just want to mention. A couple more signature events coming up for the rest of the year. We are doing, for the first time, we're doing a murder mystery at Bahama Breeze. It's an Electric Avenue 80s theme. That's November 2nd. I'd love to see people there. It'll be a lot of fun. And in December, we have 2 big events. One is our outdoor holiday party at Aquila's Christmas tree lot. And we have the Chamber Holiday Luncheon, where the high school choir comes in and entertains us. And it's a great way to hold your company party, too.